This series is called 30 Days to Nirvana. Basically what we're doing is we're going from, very, very basic meditations, very, just the posture, the very, very basics, the noob stuff, going deeper, and in 30 days, we're gonna hit the bedrock of existence itself. So the first thing that you need to learn when you're learning to meditate is the posture. It's the most external part of the meditation, so it's sort of the simplest to observe and the simplest to implement without having to try to figure out what you're doing with your mind. The most important thing is for you to have your back straight and tall. When you're sort of slouched like this, it's easier for the mind to wander away, so we keep the spine straight and tall. What you could do is you can imagine a string attached to the top of your head, and imagine that somebody's pulling it straight up. So your body just sits straight up. That's the most important part of the posture. You should be in a stable position. Basically, if you want to be able to sit for a long period of time without drifting or falling, really the most stable that yogis have been developing for thousands of years is called full lotus. This is a very stable posture because you're kind of stuck. You can't even really waver in this posture. So it keeps your spine straight and tall. But to get into this posture is difficult. Put your legs straight out in front of you. Then you turn your feet outward. You drop them outward. This rotates the hips outward. And then with the hip rotated outward, you can take one ankle and put it on the opposite thigh. And then take this ankle and put it on the other thigh. If you can sit comfortably like this, with your butt on the floor and your knees on the floor without pain, especially in your knees, then this is a great posture. This is the most stable posture, and it's a really good one. But if this is a difficult posture for you, which it is for most people, it's hard for me too, then you can try a little bit of an easier one. Instead of doing the double leg, you just turn your legs outward. Rotate your hips outward. You put one ankle on the opposite thigh and one underneath. So now you have a pretty stable base, and this should be a lot easier for most people. But this still requires a lot of flexibility. I've seen people try to get into this position and end up kind of like this. If you end up like that, this is not the right posture for you. Try shifting your ankle onto your opposite calf. Instead of your thigh, put it on your calf. This is called quarter lotus. This one should be easier, a little bit less stable, but also a little bit easier. And then finally, the easiest of the sort of cross-legged positions is called Burmese posture, where you just put one leg in front of the other. If those are all hard for you, you can just sort of sit back on your heels. I like to spread my heels out so that my butt sort of sits between my heels. This is called Seiza. Seiza posture is more of a Japanese posture. The cross-legged postures are more Indian, Southeast Asian. Seiza is more Japanese, more used in Zen. You can put your hands sort of on your knees like this, with a mudra if you want, something like that. Put them on your knees, or you can put them, sort of into this kind of a mudra and put it on your lap. But any hand posture is fine. You can put your hands like that. You should also try to drop your shoulder blades back and down. This allows your chest to sort of open up and allows the airflow to come in and out better. You can use the posture itself as a meditation, and it's a very powerful way to meditate. Meditation is really about concentration, stillness, being present in this moment, keeping the mind stable instead of drifting off. We can use the posture to do all of that. by sitting as still as possible and not moving. So basically, by sitting perfectly still, we are sort of forcing ourselves to concentrate, because if you don't concentrate, if you don't pay attention to what your body is doing in this moment, then it will move. Maybe you'll find yourself slouching, maybe you'll find yourself scratching an itch. When the mind wanders, the body does its own thing. It's crazy. The body and the mind do their own thing without you intending for them to do anything. So it's kind of crazy. It's like we're robots and we're just acting on instinct. We're just programmed to do things and we don't even realize that we're on autopilot. So what meditation is doing is it's taking us off autopilot and it's putting us onto manual control, acting consciously rather than unconsciously. So this is how we train ourselves to do that, by sitting as still as possible in the posture. And in this way, you'll notice all those times when you do scratch your face or start shifting around, or you're slouching, you didn't even notice. You'll notice these things, and don't get upset about it when you notice it. By starting to become conscious of that which was unconscious, this is how we are able to grow. And without that knowledge, without that observation and that awareness, without that self-awareness, we can't grow. But also, it's very important not to judge it. It's very important not to say, damn it, why do I keep slouching? Like, what is wrong with me? Why am I so ADD? Like, that's not going to help. That's just going to make you stressed and frustrated. It's going to make you think you're bad at meditating. It's going to make you not want to meditate anymore. Very, very bad idea. Don't get stressed like that. Just every time you notice that you did something, or that your mind went somewhere, or that your body changed positions, every time you notice that, automatically your brain is creating new neural connections and creating new awareness, self-awareness, automatically. So just be happy that that happened. Be happy that that your brain is developing and that you're gaining self-awareness. And just whenever you do notice that, just with a smile, come back to your posture. I've been meditating for a decade and my legs fall asleep basically every time I meditate for longer than like 15 minutes. Don't worry about it. It's not dangerous. People think that it's cutting off the circulation to your legs. It's not. When your legs fall asleep, you're just sitting on the nerves that go from through your butt and into your legs. So you're sort of squashing them in your butt. So your legs will fall asleep, and that's fine. But when your legs do fall asleep, there is a tendency to judge it. There's a tendency to like be like, oh, this is painful, or oh, this like sucks. Oh, my legs are asleep. Ah, like, yeah, don't do that. Like, instead, just actually approach it with curiosity. As you're sitting in your stable posture, just be like, whoa, like my legs are like numb right now. And feel it, like feel the sensations, feel the numbness, feel the tingling, feel the like little pins and needles sensations, and just like experience it without judging it as positive or negative. Just not pain, not pleasure, just sensations. And this also builds self-awareness. It builds awareness of what your experience of your legs is like. So let's try a meditation on posture right now, or a posture meditation. We're going to sit in a stable posture with the spine straight and tall, and we're just going to feel the posture as much as we can. Just see if you can sit still without moving for the next 5 minutes. And whenever your mind wanders away, or whenever your body sort of goes out of the posture, just smile and come back to it. And remember to smile. That's the last thing that I want to tell you about posture. Don't take it too seriously. Don't take anything too seriously. Just smile and enjoy it. Let's meditate together now, focusing on the posture of the body for the next 5 minutes. Welcome back. I hope that you enjoyed your few moments of awareness. Don't worry if your mind got dragged away a little bit. Don't worry if you lost consciousness of your body, or if you lost consciousness completely. It's all good. Really, we're all just energy. We're all just monkeys on a planet flying through space. Nothing really matters. But I hope you enjoyed it. And on that note, join me again tomorrow, and make sure you subscribe and actually click the like button on this video, please. Please click the. You can leave a comment if you want. Tell me how it made you feel. Ask me any questions that you might have. Please make this a conversation. Oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe, because I'm releasing videos. First of all, this 30 days to Nirvana thing, it will be a lot easier if you're subscribed. You'll see it popping up in your YouTube feed. But also, I'm interviewing gurus all around the world. You know, in India and Nepal is what we're doing next. We just got back from Thailand and Laos and Cambodia. So if you want to see any of those, check them out on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, hopefully you've clicked all those buttons by now. Namaste. May you be well.